following may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Mother claims she feasted on fast food and ice cream after taking the life of her 7-year-old. A female suspect in police custody in connection with the death of 7-year-old Mackenzie Hope Riker told the investigators that she had soup, a KFC meal, and ice cream mere hours after reportedly the child. The 25-year-old woman, who is a mother of the child, remains in police custody as investigations continue into the case. Police officers said as they questioned the woman, she revealed that after leaving the Palo Seco house where the little girl's body lay on a mattress, she had soup, a meal purchased from KFC, and ice cream as she waited to see the imam at the Claxton Bay Masjid. She reportedly confessed to being responsible for the demise of the child. Meanwhile, Imam Yassin said he did all he could after the 25-year-old woman confessed to him that she had the 7-year-old to death on Friday. Speaking outside his masjid in Prance Garden, Claxton Bay, yesterday, Yassin did not want to add to the public's discussion about the child's demise. He said he did his part and gave police investigators all the information. Anyone who comes here for help, we help them once it is within our means, and once it is nothing illegal. A lot of people come for help with different things. It is over 20 years that we have been helping people. We are not rich people, but we help. When we can't help, we pass it on, as we did this case. The Creator has his hands over the situation, Yassin said. After allegedly Mackenzie to death at her number 7 Road Palo Seco home, police said the suspect called a friend from La Brea to take her to the grocery store. She left home around 4 p.m. and asked a friend to take her to Claxton Bay to see Yassin, who assisted her several times over the years. They arrived at the under-construction masjid around 10:20 p.m., where she also ate. Later, she allegedly confessed to Yassin that she had the child, who became unresponsive. Yassin took the suspect back to the wooden and galvanized sheets 10-by-10 shack around 12:30 a.m. on Saturday, where he saw the child's body covered with a curtain. Yassin contacted the police, and Santa Flora's Corporal Aguilera and WPC Montague responded and confirmed seeing Mackenzie lying on a dirty mattress wearing her pajamas. They observed a reddish mark on her neck and her face was swollen. A team of detectives from the HBI unit visited the scene. Officers arrested the suspect, who remains in custody as investigators await the results of an autopsy at the Forensic Science Center to aid in their investigation. The Claxton Bay imam who alerted the police to the death of 7-year-old Mackenzie Hope Riker in the Palo Seco on Friday night believes the Creator has his hands over the situation. Yassin was in Prance Gardens near the area where the 25-year-old detained suspect had spoken to him about the death. The unemployed mother was still in custody on Sunday evening. The imam did not give his full name, nor did he want to provide details of the incident. He said the police had interviewed him earlier and had given them all the information he had. He said it was not the first time she came for help, as many people visit the masjid for help with different things. Anyone can come here for help. We help people once it is within our means and once it is nothing illegal. As you can see, we are not rich people, but we still help. We could not help in this case. The child was already dead, so we passed on the information to the police, Yassin said. He added that the masjid has been helping people for over 20 years. The masjid is a complete structure on a hill overlooking a forested area in Prance Gardens. From what relatives were told, the suspect had a hefty meal before meeting Yassin on Friday night. The friend, 40-year-old from La Brea, who took her to meet him, had bought her a KFC meal, soup and ice cream as she requested. She had all of that before heading to meet Imam, a close relative said. Corporal Aguilera and WPC Montague of the Santa Flora station found the girl's body on Saturday around 12:05 p.m. at home, an incomplete wooden shack at 7 Road Extension in Palo Seco. The body was wrapped with a curtain on a mattress. The building does not have electricity or piped water, and it is in a forested area accessed by a muddy track. The police said the suspect reported that she left the girl alone at about 4 p.m. on Friday. She went to a supermarket with her friend and he bought her a few items and a KFC meal. Police said she then asked a friend to take her to visit her imam. He complied and they met Yasin at around 10:20 p.m. Yasin then accompanied the woman and her friend to the shack, where they saw the child's body in a fetal position. The body had marks on the right side of the neck and the child's face was swollen. Mackenzie's grandmother, Brenda Prasad, 47, said the suspect battled depression after her 2-month-old son died from bronchitis and a lung infection in 2016. In 2017, the now detained woman spent 14 days in the psychiatric ward of the San Fernando General Hospital. Prasad said the baby's father was living in the Claxton Bay area. Asked about Mackenzie's father, Prasad had some harsh words about the man who is believed to be from Point Fortin. He was absent and was never a part of the girl's life, Prasad said. She accused him of giving Mackenzie's mother a belly and never came back and looked for her. The grandmother said she took the slack and helped care for her grandchild. One of the suspect's neighbors, Michelle Alexander, said, "One of the things that shocked us is that she never ill-treated the child as far as we know. She gave the child the best of the best. Only a few weeks ago, she stopped taking care of herself. Mackenzie often came to my house and played with my children." About 3 weeks ago, Alexander said, the suspect said we would not be here soon. Consulted for comment, an expert in child care with a bachelor's degree in psychology and a master's degree in social work shared their views on the situation. Seeing signs of depression in this young woman does not mean they could not have prevented or predicted that she would do what she did. It seems that she was crying out for help and had also been grieving. She would have had this child at 18 and may have been overwhelmed and out of her depth since then. She is young, living in poverty, and under great pressure. But if she had not behaved drastically before, predicting such drastic behavior is almost impossible outside of hindsight. The source added that people in the suspect's life are not to be blamed for her actions or choices. In terms of getting help, the source said there were few options for people who cannot afford it outside the public health system. They said signs of depression included no appetite or overeating, not sleeping or refusing to get out of bed, poor personal hygiene, and a lack of desire to do anything. Given the level of poverty that the suspect and the child were living in, would those be circumstances that would normally trigger an intervention by the Children's Authority or the Child Protection Unit of the police? Do friends, family have a duty to report those types of circumstances to authorities? In response, the source said, poverty is not normally a reason to remove children unless there is neglect. The Child Protection Unit is for criminal offenses against a child. If there was neglect and neighbors witnessed, then they should have reported, but neglect is not poverty. Signs of neglect would be leaving the child alone in the house with no supervision, or the child begging in the community for food. Those things would have been a reason to call the Children's Authority. Homicide Bureau Region 3 Police are leading investigations. Anyone who needs help can call Lifeline, a 24-hour hotline, at 800-5588 or 231-2824 or 220-3636. In case of an emergency, as in someone attempting to take their own life, individuals can call 990, 811, or 999.